Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have this position. It is white to play and win, and black's pawns are going downward in this direction. So white has two minor pieces, and it looks like the black is the one who should win because black has a pawn that reach almost the promotion square. And black has a knight also, but with only two minor pieces we can win this if we play the correct moves. So guys, I will give you the chance to pause the video and guess the move on your own. Best of luck. Okay, welcome back. So now all you need to do is to play a forcing move. So when you are end up in this kind of position, the thing you should do is play a forcing move. A forcing moves are checks, captures and threats, which makes the opponent to play in a certain way, restricting the enemy from moving its own choice moves, or it's from implementing its own plan. So what else can we do in this position? Well, we have two checks with a knight, but only one works, and the king's position is not good already. So that is going to be advantage for us. We are going to exploit that advantage. So the first move is not knight to b3. And here is why, because the king would move to b1, and what can we do now? We don't have any check, so black would promote this and we are going to lose the game. And actually the first move is knight to c2, and most of you guys will get this. For those of you who got the move, congratulations. So now the king is forced to b1, but this time we can play knight to a3 and give a check and force black to go back to a1. So now if you had a chance to see that the knight and the bishop are doing very good job here. The king is completely trapped in the corner, and we can actually play a bishop move like this. The king would be still be trapped, right? And capturing this would be still almost checkmate. But for now we can't do that because black would just simply grab the bishop with the king. So if we defend the knight, if we defend the square b2 and capture the knight, we can actually win the game. So you'll understand the idea of this puzzle, and that is what we are going to do. But we have to do this correctly. And the thing I need to mention is, after black plays two moves from this position on, after black plays two moves, there will be a stalemate trait for us because none of black pieces would move. So the correct move in this position is to play bishop to g5. I will explain why this is the correct and the only move. So black now in this position can be clever, right? Black is playing not to lose, right? So black would try to stalemate itself, but we play king to g6, and black pushes. We play king to f5, and this is why we play bishop to g5. Now the knight has to move somewhere, like, and it doesn't really matter where the knight moves. We are going to play bishop to f6. So it's a check, and the thing is, since black can't move, black has to block it with the knight. Of course, black can't block with a knight like this. We simply capture that, and that is going to be an immediate checkmate. So black must block the check by playing knight to b2. And now this is why we place the bishop there to go to f6. That way we can, actually this is not the correct move, we can, it is just a mouse slip, so we can play king to e5. So what does this move do is basically unpin the knight, so the knight can be free, meaning black cannot be stalemated, right? If we didn't play this move in this position, if let's say if we play this move, this doesn't work because black would be gladly play this move, and after this black would simply move with the knight and black would go out, and this is not good for us, right? So if we try to just play here and to just give a check on the next move, black is already out, and that doesn't work. Even if black here in this position, even if black didn't play the same move, for example, after we play here, even if black plays here, we don't have any choice. In this position we can't unpin the knight, right? So we can leave, but it's going to be back and forth and we can't make any progress. So for that reason, in this position we have to play bishop to g5. And now there is a different story. Actually, when the knight moves, we are going to give a check and force black to block the check with the knight and interrupt the pin. So now the knight can move. It doesn't matter where the knight moves. We simply unleash the attack. Again, black has to block it by playing knight to b2. We block the pin, we unpin the knight. So we repeat this process until we reach this position. So now we have reached this position, and if you remember at the beginning I said we can capture the knight and deliver checkmate, but at the moment we couldn't, because black would simply capture our bishop. But now the knight is just attacked by two pieces and the bishop is backed by our king, and that would be simply checkmate. So this is actually the solution of the puzzle. So for a recap, first we are going to play knight to c2 and then knight to a3, which forces the king to move to the corner. And then we play bishop to g5, actually to pin the knight, and to pin and unpin the knight. It's part of the tactic. So in this position it's forced for black to block it with the knight on b2, and we simply get in between the pin, so the knight would be unpinned, so that the knight could get a move, so that black wouldn't be stalemated. And at the end we arrive at this position where we can capture the knight with the bishop under the protection of the king, and that is checkmate. So this is the solution. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.